What's up, everyone? This is Jeff here. Today is Monday, January the 6th. Well, today actually is the first trading Monday, so I really hope every one of you enjoyed your trading today. I absolutely loved it. As you can see, my account is up a little over 2.7%. Compared to today's three major indexes performance, I really don't have anything to complain. I'm quite satisfied with my account performance, right? As you can see, here is the holding list, and I want to call it out again. I intentionally list all of the holdings in the sequence of the percentage of the portfolio, right? For example, the first stock here is Micron. MU is taking the largest portion of my account. When CCL, as I said before, it was a very successful cycle of trading cruise lines, Carnival in specific story, and I finished the entire trading cycle sometime in last December. And I just have a very, very small holding for CCL, because I repurchased it near to the end of the year. So when you see the list of the stocks here, you know it goes from the largest portion of the account all the way to the smallest, right? And if you look at my first largest stock holdings, you definitely can see it contributes a lot to today's performance, right? MU, as I said, today is another semiconductor-led trading session day, right? For most of the semiconductor concept stocks, they were up significantly for the day. And it's the same story here for Micron. Micron is eventually up over 10%, and after the trading session, as you can see, it's a 0.8% increase again, which is a good sign for tomorrow. I have to say for today, even though it fluctuated a little bit, right? You can see it goes up for first half of the day, going into the noontime, and then it went down a little bit together with the three major indexes went down. But I would say overall, it's a very solid, very stable performance for the day, setting up foundations for future increase. One thing to call out is, from the second half of this week, the new earnings season will kick off. And then for everyone already know me, you know how important earnings session to me, right? I have been always talking about earnings sessions, individual companies' performance when the earnings session took place. It's going to be the same thing, right? I will definitely put a lot of attentions following the other companies in the same industry here for the semiconductors. My personal thinking is, because MU didn't really have a good time when several days ago when they released their earnings. But overall, if you really give a kind of honest and real judgments on how great the company is performing, I would say except a little lower than expected guidance in 2025. The other major financial data, financial indicators, they are really good, right? It definitely showing the company in a very healthy condition and getting ready for, coming out of the kind of the industry bottom. Not only for this company, but overall for the industry bottom, when actually we expect to start re-pick up in the second half of the year. So even they gave a little bit weaker than expectation guidance for 2025, Micron's stock price is still kind of just consolidated themselves or corrected themselves for a little short time, like a couple of weeks, and then started to going up. The major reason, major driver or motivation for today's increase is basically because there are a couple of very important big names of the institutes in Wall Street gave a very positive review on the company overall status, and according to that, upgrade the ratings for Micron and increase the target price. So, of course, I'm very happy to see Micron was able to stand out of the entire industry and leading the industry going up. And talking about the industry of semiconductors, because of the CES, which is just taking place right now in Las Vegas, and Jensen Huang is actually the kickoff speaker, which is kind of the compliments to Jensen. NVIDIA was also up solid today. During the day, it's actually very close to the price historical high. With no doubt, I think NVIDIA definitely has the opportunity to refresh the historical high. And if you look at the capitalization, the cap right now for the entire company, it's actually very, very, very close to 40 billion, which is absolutely a remarkable achievement when they achieve this, right? And another kind of semiconductor stock that I'm holding in my account is ASML, the Dutch company. I don't really think I need to just introduce this company from the beginning. I guess most of the audiences, you already know what this company is doing, who they are. Another 7% increase, 7.5% increase for the day gave me quite a solid gain. As you can see here, is a little over $700 gain from this individual stock for today's account performance. Airline company, there's very similar reasons for AAL, right? Several institutes, before we are going into the earnings sessions, refresh their evaluation on this company, specifically talking about this company's operating strategy, talking about compared to the other two major airline companies who are DAL, which is Delta, and then UAL, which is United, right? Compare AAL's performance and operating strategies versus the other two, and specifically call out they lack the operating strategies for American Airlines. Of course, one of the challenges that I was talking about during my today's live broadcasting was AAL was already up so much, right? Nearly a month ago, 20% up during one single trading day was absolutely historical. The question is, during the earnings season, if American Airlines is able to provide another eye-opening result for the overall company's performance in Q4 last year. But then if we apply the same logic here, Delta and United Airlines didn't really have that much increase, right? Specifically, Delta will release its earnings this Friday. Basically, the first company released their earnings in the season, and its price is actually lower than its high, right? Lower than the high recently that they reached. So, does it mean that we could consider to buy some DAL shares before they release their earnings? Does it mean that it's a buying opportunities potentially, either at Wednesday or Thursday before Friday? It might be. And actually, I'm seriously thinking of it, right? The only reason I didn't really make a firm decision so far is, as you can see, AAL is my second largest holding. One single stock has already taken over 13% of my total account. So do I want to put more money on a single industry? I'm just thinking of it. I'm not saying no so far, but I'm also not marrying with this idea either. So maybe I will have some trading activities this Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe just a small portion to bet on its earnings this Friday, right? Let's talk about some losers for today. Nothing too much for Avaya, and it was actually growing at early time of the trading session, but then followed by the recent Chinese/Hong Kong market downside. It's not really surprised to see it, went down during the trading day. Again, it's a matter of time, right? Nothing more we can do so far. I would surely like to hold it until sometime like 20th of this month, when it's very close to the Chinese New Year. As I mentioned before, traditionally, when they already talk about monetary policy change, when they already share their ideas to do some kind of uplifting work on the policies to incentivize the economy in China, they normally do it very near to the end to kind of welcome the holiday. So I have no problem of holding it for a little longer. If I do not see any meaningful, any tangible, any concrete economy policies launched before Chinese New Year, I may be thinking of reducing the shares, reducing the weight of why I earn by then, right? So for the time being, I have no problem of holding it for a little longer. Another loser is SIDU. I received a lot of questions actually regarding this individual stock. As I said, it's little less than 5%. I traded it, at first trading day of this year. I didn't really saw it last Friday. I didn't saw any actually for its shares today either. I just want to hold it for a little longer, as I introduced, right? This one is specifically focusing on space exploration, right? Providing its equipment, providing its products to SpaceX, which is, of course, led by Elon Musk, and getting ready for next launch. My guess, I have to say, is when the launch getting closer, it might be another wave of money coming into this stock and trying to boom it up. So other than holding it, I didn't really plan to do anything. Of course, right? If in next coming days, if the price of this stock goes up significantly, like before, I may consider to reduce it to half or sell them out. But if it doesn't happen, if it's just regular again fluctuations, ups and downs, then I may just hold it longer too. For the rest, Unity was up 3%. Not so much to say. I guess just waiting for new top management team of the company giving us more indication on which direction this company is gonna go, right? They made their mistake. They get punished by the market. They changed their top management team. Now it's the time, after a month, after 12 months, a year, it's time to kind of have the top management review what is the new company strategy. Let's wait for that. For other stocks, they just have a tiny change. Again, CCL is a little down for today. It just may give me a trigger maybe tomorrow or the day after. If it goes down again, right? Probably getting into the price between 22 to 23. I may consider buy a little more, right? Do I trust cruise line industry in this earnings season? Absolutely, right? I have no problem of giving myself a little more shares before companies like Carnival or like Royal Caribbean, before they release their financial status. I have pretty strong confidence, let's say, right? I have pretty strong confidence that these two major, and together with Norwegian, these three major cruise line companies will give us a very strong financial earnings in this season. So again, talking about the trading activities, I really don't have any. Every time I want to show you the realities, right? So let's see, we have January the 6th, from the 1st to the 6th. I really don't have any. The only stock I bought is Cydios. Totally fine with holding everything I have for now. If we look back to account, you guys can actually see I have a little less than 40K as cash in my hand, which gives me like roughly like 70% of the cash stock ratio. With this amount of cash at hand, definitely think I have more flexibilities to do the tradings either way, right? I can either reduce my holdings if the market goes up quickly. I can choose to buy some dips, buy some lows, as I mentioned. Probably, Carnival Cruise Line is one of them. If it goes down or continue to go down, right? So overall, quite happy about today's performance. We are up, little over than 4,000, and as a result of that, overall, I guess it's the first time, right? It's the first day. We are up 150,000, which is our original starting points, making 3,500, 600 ish profit by now. Hopefully this trend can continue, and again, it will be great to see this account goes up all the way, to the end of this year together with all of you. All right, that's pretty much for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please do. As a promise, I will bring that account review, performance review at every single trading day to you. Hopefully you enjoy the video. And if you do have any comments or recommendations, don't hesitate. And I will make sure I read all of the messages one by one. Okay, good for now and bye for now. I will see you guys tomorrow.